Greetings, Magogonites, and welcome back to Wicked Things. I'm on number 2 of my favorite curses. And today's curse, some would say, is among some of the most annoying curses in all of existence. And I happen to agree. It is a rune curse. It must be written. It cannot be spoken. You can write it on parchment or on enchanted items. May I present to you the Hecklin Memer TweetinTwat, or in the common tongue, swarm of little bitch birds. There's a reason this is number 2 on my list. Because it's shit. It is truly a diabolical blight upon the world. Once upon a time there was a little halfling named Dildo Bagadix who was dabbling in magic. He wanted to learn how to summon familiars, because he had no friends. One day he came across a dark necromancer who shall remain nameless, and the necromancer sold him a magic ring that would allow him to summon a weak familiar. That's all he needed, really, and it was a good price. However, the little bastard ran off, found some forbidden magic in a dungeon, and tried to use that magic to alter the properties of the ring, even though the magic of that ring was patented by the necromancer. Anyway, he wanted to summon a giant eagle instead of a lesser familiar. Well, it ended up corrupting the ring and called this horror show into existence instead. Thanks, Dildo Bagadix. Now, if you use these particular runes and symbols on a magical parchment or an enchanted item during a ritual, you will then summon a swarm of little blue birds that begin terrorizing you, your family, and pretty much everyone in the affected area. And these little blue bitch birds do not have a sweet-sounding bird song like doves or sparrows or robins. No, instead they scream and cry and throw insults, threats, and useless rhetoric at you night and day. It gets really annoying. You can just imagine how annoying that is. Hundreds of screaming voices, and you can try to ignore them, but eventually one of those little blue bitch birds, is going to say something that really irks you, and you won't help it. You have to respond, and that is a terrible idea that's only going to make the hex upon you worse. Those who've been subjected to this curse usually end up losing sleep, become exhausted, agitated, and angry, eventually trying to fight back against the little blue bitch birds and kill them. But they are magical familiars from the ether, so they're not easy to destroy. Eventually, the swarming becomes too much until you become so agitated that you end up throwing yourself in front of a carriage. Or you accidentally choke to death while you're hanging in a closet during self-consummation. That one actually happens a lot more than it should. Luckily, I have a solution. I have created a counter-curse to the TweetinTwat curse. So if you are currently suffering from TweetinTwat, please contact Magog's Necronook, because I have exactly what you need. And some people might think, oh, it's probably another curse. You know, something that amplifies the TweetinTwat curse because Magog finds it hilarious. Well, I have to say to you, no, it's not. Let me show it to you. As long as you keep it on your person, this rune will ward away the TweetinTwats. The little angry birds will be frightened of you and run. It's all yours for 8 signas a month. That's it. It's a good deal.